Today we will continue with the same topic as the last natural regions of the world. We have already discussed the equatorial region and tropical grasslands in the previous class. Today we will be discussing the tropical desert and the tropical monsoon type of vegetation. Just to revise, just go through the tables given below. Now these are the climatic conditions, characteristics, temperature, rainfall, season, natural vegetation, wildlife and human adaptation of the equatorial region. Then we had discussed tropical grasslands also, which and the climatic conditions as well as the human adaptation, vegetation and season. So just have a quick look at it. Now the tropical deserts of the world. This is how the tropical deserts look like uh, on the earth. They are sandy, absolutely, with very little vegetation. These pictures they are not unfamiliar to you. You have seen them before also when you have done the chapters earlier in the previous classes. But just to give you this, to start the chapter with, these are the tropical deserts which look very sandy and they are very dry on the surface of the earth. Now let's have a look at the areas continent wise where these type of deserts are found. In Africa, it is found in Sahara Desert, Kalahari Desert, Namib Desert. Sahara is in the north of Africa and Kalahari and Namib are in the southern part of Africa. Then in Asia, they are found in Arabian Desert, Arabia and Thar Desert, which is in India. In North America, they are known as Mojave, Sonoran. They are found in the area of California and Mexican deserts also. South America, it is Atacama Desert. In Australia, the Great Australian Desert. Now look at the world map. These deserts which are found in the world map, they are between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, that is within the tropics, and hence they are known as tropical deserts. Some of them cross, they are beyond the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, but then they are termed as semi-deserts. The main tropical deserts are colored in yellow, and you can see the Mojave and Sonoran in North America, the Atacama Desert, then the Kalahari Desert, Sahara Desert, the Arabian Desert, Thar Desert, and the Great Australian Desert, which is in Australia. Now, what are the main factors that affect the climate of tropical deserts, or what are the main factors by which these deserts have formed? Mainly, they are because of the offshore trade winds and secondly, cold ocean currents. Now, the offshore trade winds are dry winds because the trade winds give rainfall to the eastern margins of the continent because their direction is northeast in the northern hemisphere and southeast in the southern hemisphere. So when they come towards the continents, they cross the water bodies and give the rainfall in the eastern margins of the continent. The same winds, when they blow further towards the west, they have already shed their moisture in the eastern part, and hence when they reach the western margins of the continent, they lose all the moisture, and therefore all these deserts will be found in the western margins of the continents because the trade winds become dry when they reach the western part. Now secondly, the cold ocean currents. Now the cold ocean currents, they are dry currents. They do not carry any moisture, and therefore since they do not have any moisture, therefore they are not able to give any rainfall to the coastal regions like the cold California current in North America, cold Peruvian current in South America, cold Canary current in Africa, and cold Venezuela current, as well as the cold West Australian current. So these are all cold currents and do not give any rainfall to the coastal regions, and therefore they also uh, make the deserts to make these areas dry or contribute towards the dryness of the area. Now let's have a look at the table of the tropical deserts. I've categorized it as characteristic features. The extreme type of climate is found here. That means the days are very hot and nights are cold. They are affected by offshore trade winds and cold ocean currents, and xerophytic plants, they are grown here. Climate-wise, summer temperatures range between 30 degrees uh, Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius on an average. They may go higher up to 58 degrees Celsius also. Winter temperatures may be less than 20 degrees Celsius. Sometimes there will be frost also at night. The annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeters. Some areas do not receive any rainfall, like the Atacama Desert, which has not received rainfall since 400 years. Seasons, mainly seasons are there, the summer and the winter season. Coastal regions might have short rainy season between summer and winter. Natural vegetation, it has mainly xerophytic plants which are found here. These plants are those which adapt to arid conditions. That means they can grow in very less water or rainfall. They are leafless and store water in their stems. Some of the plants have spongy leaves to store water, and some have repugnant smell to protect themselves from animals. The examples will be the thorny bushes, cacti, etc. Some of the crops are also grown here near the oasis, or if the water table is close to the surface of the earth. So the water is extracted from there, and crops like barley, cotton, sugarcane, fruits and vegetables, and date palms are grown here. In oasis, which is an area with water, a lake in water in the desert, of water in the desert. So it is a center of trade also, because people assemble here to do the exchange of trade. Wild animals like lizards, squirrels, snake, rats, foxes, mice, jackals, hyenas, these are found here. Antelopes are also found, which adapt themselves in this harsh climatic condition also. To escape heat, the burrowing animals, they dig holes in the ground. Some animals which wander in the deserts but live near the edges, they include like jackals and foxes, hyenas and antelopes. Now the xerophytic plants, these are the pictures of them, the common ones which are found in the uh, tropical desert type of climate. These are the date palms or the palm trees which are found here. Then this is the picture of oasis, which is a trading center, and many crops are grown around it. So this is all about, this is the other type of crops which are grown here, and the date palms which are grown in this area. Some animals which are found, the foxes, the hyenas and the lizards. So this is all about the tropical deserts of the world. Now you can read page number 153, 154 and 155 from your book, and see if you have any problems, then you can ask me. Then we will begin with the tropical monsoon type of climate.